At the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed you over the past year.
And is there a tree?
No, instead there's a pole. Requires no decoration. I find tinsel distracting.
George's dad thought he was onto something. Festivus, remember that? Requires no decorations.
Where you gather everybody around and tell them all the ways they've disappointed you throughout the year. But we are fond of holiday decorations here. You probably got a poinsettia or two at your house. They sell them in bulk at big box stores. They're everywhere.
Yes, it's a traditional holiday plant, right? But there are so many more that you could be enjoying. We have Michael Karen from Utah State University Extension and Thanksgiving Point. He's joining us this morning via Zoom. Hi, Michael. Great to see you. It's been a while.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you. All right, let's talk about other plants that are other options. The poinsettia is beautiful, but there are some other Christmas plants out there.
There are, and they're often overlooked, and they're not necessarily carried by a lot of the different stores, but I think they provide a lot of fun that we don't normally see, and the poinsettias tend to be fairly fragile, and so some of these other plants are a little bit more forgiving in some of the indoor environment, especially if you have dogs and things that like to beat up the plants a little bit.
So what kind of plants are we talking about? Give us some examples of what we should have in our houses.
One of my favorites is this little one like I'm holding right here. This is just called holiday cactus or Christmas cactus.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, really bright flowers, blooms a long time. It's actually just starting to bloom this time of year. It blooms naturally at the holiday season, which makes it a really nice companion to poinsettias and some of the other winter flowering plants. So this is a fun one. It actually makes a good house plant too, as long as you have some bright indirect light that it can be in during the summer. And it will usually bloom naturally for you through the winter.
Wow. So, hey, does it always bloom pink or does it come in other options?
It comes in lots of other options. So pink and red, basically kind of the warm pinkish red colors, but there's quite a few different shades available and white as well.
Okay, so what other kind of plants should we be having right now, or can we even find right now to put inside?
The other one here, one of my favorites is this is a cyclamen, florist cyclamen, or a holiday cyclamen in this case. They also tend to bloom naturally this time of year, and the blooms will last 2 to 3 months. So this one is a fun one. It's a lot more compact, as you can probably see, than like poinsettias and some of the other plants. But it lasts a long time, and this one you can actually let it, when it goes dormant in the summer, you can repot it and bring it back in at the end of the season, and it will flower again for you around Christmas.
God.
Yeah, they're beautiful. My mom has those in her garden down in Southern California, and so this time of year they're just shooting out of the ground.
That's pretty.
Kind of a fun surprise because you see the flower stems and then you see a little bit of foliage, but really that flower is super striking. So we do have landscape cyclamen that we can plant here that's hardy, but this one is not winter hardy in Utah.
Any others you want to show us, or?
If I can just turn around. So this one here is a fun one. This is a hybrid lavender, and it's of course been shaped to be like a Christmas tree. You can see the tag on it where I bought it. But this one's fun because it also, you can use it culinarily if you want to, but if you rub it a little bit, then you can get that fragrance. And to me, lavender there's a lot of holiday reminiscence with lavender, and just the smells of lavender. It kind of reminds me of that Christmas kind of pine outdoorsy smell. So this one's a lot of fun. It needs to be kept pretty dry, and it's probably not hardy here. It would be in some people's yards in some locations, but a fun one. And then the last one.
Okay, go for it.
Last one. This is rosemary. So rosemary is often sheared as a topiary like this for Christmas. And this one you can plant outside as a shrub. It may not make it outside. It's marginally hardy here. But again, very much Christmas tree-like. It has a very Christmassy smell to it when you rub the foliage.
Well, it made inside either if you use it to cook. It's like I've pruned the tree.
I know. I love the ones that smell good to go with it, you know. The holiday aroma. Yeah.
Just don't overwater them.
Okay. Don't love them too much. Okay, Michael Karen from Utah State University and Thanksgiving Point. Thanks so much. Good to see you.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Thank you. Happy holidays.